Hey, it's Sports News Chicago again. I'm here to talk to you about the Chicago Bulls and the playoff chances they have, and just in general their performance up to this point. I think their performance has been right on par with what I expected. I believe that they can beat the Heat anytime they want in during the season, and maybe in the postseason they can beat the Heat. Um, Now, I'm going to tell you about possible seedings and what chances they would bring with them. First up, if we were to play the Knicks first, this is probably the worst matchup we'll have in the first round, if we do have them. Um, I'd much rather the Bucks get in because, I know I'm from Chicago, but I don't mind the Bucks. I like the Bucks. They're probably my second favorite team, or actually my third favorite team behind the Bobcats. I know, make all the jokes you want, make all the memes you want, but yeah, uh, I prefer the Bucks to get in. Um, I don't think they're gonna get anywhere past an eighth seed, and we're probably gonna be first seed no matter what. So you never know. Anything could happen. But yeah, I expect them to play the Bucks or the Knicks in the first round. And you know, I worry about the Knicks because of the simple fact that they have so much all-star talent, and they're not an eighth seed team. Believe me when I say I believe that they are a top five or top four seed team in the East. They're a solid basketball team who have when they're healthy can beat the Heat, they can beat the Bulls, they can beat just about any team they'd like. Maybe barring well actually I'll bar the Heat and the Thunder from that. Not because they're necessarily a better team than the Bulls, but because of all the superstar talent they have on that team. If you take Kevin Durant and you put him on Carmelo, and you take someone like um, Russell Westbrook and you put him on, their backcourt, Jeremy Lin, uh, J.R. Smith, any of those guys, he can guard all of them. And you could argue that Derrick Rose and Luol Deng could guard any of those guys, but the thing is, Luol Deng can't keep up with scoring with people like Carmelo or people like Kevin Durant. Um, and Derrick Rose, I think he can easily keep up with Russell Westbrook. But you look at a Russell Westbrook or Lin and Smith and Schumpert, all those guys. But I can't imagine any other player on the Bulls being able to replicate the scoring performances of Amari. Even I can't. Carlos Boozer is a solid scorer, but no way he can outscore Amari in a 7 game series. No way at all. Um, and Tyson Chandler, he's good on defense. They're a team built for the playoffs. That's the thing. They have enough athleticism and enough experience. They have a nice little blend. They have a nice little blend of youth as well. And they're a dangerous team for an 8 seed team. They might not be a dangerous team if you put them up in the 4th seed because you'd expect them to rise up to the occasion to play those top seed teams. But as an 8th seed team, they're very dangerous because I know that just about any team in the NBA, whether they know this team top to bottom, they play them they play them a lot during the year, and they get to know them. Even then, they will say, "Oh, we're a 1st seed, we're a 2nd seed, we're a 3rd, 4th, we're a higher seed than them. We should win these games." When that's not the case, the Knicks are a 4th seed team, 5th seed team, playing down to the level of an 8th seed team in regular season. But the way that they stepped it up, it's very dangerous, especially if they go in hot into the playoffs because that momentum with Carmelo just destroyed us that one game that we played against them. The dude was hitting every single shot. I couldn't even believe it. And the thing is, Carmelo's most dangerous in the clutch, in pressure situations. The dude, I know he doesn't play defense. I know Amari doesn't play that great defense either. But those guys can score at will under pressure. I have no idea why. Two guys, they can just they they play better under pressure. Um, so if we get them for the first seed, I can't imagine us. I mean, I can imagine us winning. I can't imagine us either sweeping them. I can imagine us cleaning up in 6, maybe 5 games. But that's the thing. We don't want to be worn down for the rest of the matches because we all know the matchup that we want to see. We want to see Bulls Heat Eastern Conference Finals for the, and then we want to see Bulls Thunder, or we want to see. Well, this is what everyone wants to see. They want to see Heat Thunder, or Bulls Thunder, or the Thunder are the most dangerous team in the West. I see them going all the way up, um, to the finals, and the Bulls. I mean, we have the way that Ronnie Brewer stepped it up this year to to take that shooting guard spot. I want him to start over Rip in the playoffs. And you can disagree with me all you want, but the guy has improved his scoring, his defense, his passing. His vision has been great. Some of the passes he's been delivering. If you watch him, as soon as he gets that rebound, you can see it in his eyes. He just wants to dribble up court and pass it. He's got probably better vision than C.J. Watson, in my opinion. I know C.J. Watson's a point guard, or maybe I shouldn't say C.J. Watson. Maybe someone like he's got better vision than John Lucas. That's for sure. But he's definitely got the best vision outside of C.J. Watson and Derrick Rose on our team. He can deliver on the fast break. I think he's got better vision than C.J. Watson. But when it comes to the half court offense, I think C.J. Watson's got the better vision. But I feel that he has really stepped up his game. He deserves that starting spot. On the other hand, we have Rip Hamilton, the injury machine. I don't even know what we're supposed to do with him for the playoffs. Honestly, I can't see him being healthy, playing at his top level. 7 games, round in, round out. I mean, we're not playing through 4 rounds with him healthy. We're not, especially if we go deep into the games. I mean, into the playoff. First of all, into the playoffs, and second of all, into the actual games that get us into the playoffs. Kyle Korver needs to step up his shooting last year. He was absolutely cold from the field. I know that's a little bit unfair to him because him cold from the field is a average player, pretty warmed up. He can hit that jump shot pretty much with ease. This year he stepped it up. I feel. We need a Marashik to step it up big. The thing is, we have to keep our starters fresh, and I know that might sound weird because we're the Bulls. We have the bench mob, but there are times I've seen. I mean, the bench mob is great, but there's times I've seen when Omer Sheik is doing his little, tapping the ball up in the air, dancing around like that. That needs to stop. We need to get strong rebounds because that's the type of team we are. We need to get back to team ball, half court offense. Maybe some fast breaks. Obviously, we got Derrick Rose. We got, but we got Luol Deng, who's, an all-star this year. Enough said. The guys, in my opinion, should be the defensive player of the year. But that's a different topic. You can argue with me on that, but I'd pick him over just about anybody. I saw in the Bulls game, they were talking about, maybe it wasn't the Bulls game, I don't know, I was watching a game, but they were talking about how LeBron deserved the Defensive Player of the Year over Luol Deng, whereas, LeBron, let's be real, he's going to be the MVP. Him or Kevin Durant are going to be the MVP. I'm a Bulls fan. I don't like LeBron. I can't stand him. But the guy deserves MVP. He's the best player in the league. But to say that he's a defensive specialist is not true. Anyway, back on topic. But we got to get to that. Strong half court offense, strong second chance buckets. All that stuff. Get to Bulls basketball, and I think that the playoffs this year could very well be ours, and we could win the finals this year and beat the Thunder. or whatever other team from the West.